Wait, shit. Okay, is everything alright with the setup? Maybe? Yes? No? I don't know. Wait, that's also moving the wrong thing. There. Oh man. Oh man, I'm such a mess today. Hang on, let me move to the right document as well. Do not save. Open recent, there. And properties. Okay, there. Hello. Hello, Apocalypse. I'm doing fine. Oh man. Today was a mess. First, I woke up at like noon or something because like I don't know, I just died last night. Then oh yeah, just now like the reason why I started so late is because like I was also picking up my laundry from the laundry room downstairs. And hang on, let me adjust my mic more. I don't know why, I'm just not happy with its placement for some reason. Okay, and now it just doesn't like track my face as well. Nah, probably best to have it like hovering up here. Doing God knows what. And the filter can get out of the way as well. I don't ever need it anyway, I think. Okay. I'll also move this closer. There we go. There we go. I think we're good now. Or maybe not. Maybe I should adjust the gain on the microphone a bit further. Or move it closer to my mouth. Or maybe just scoot closer to the seat. Yeah, probably scooting closer to the seat is better. And okay. Okay. Is that better? Theoretically, it should be. But yeah, earlier today I went to go and do my laundry. Surprise, surprise. Well, I didn't see any unwanted friends down there for once, which is good, I guess. And by unwanted friends, I mean cockroaches. We gotta love cockroaches. The best bug in the world, and I mean that very sarcastically. I didn't see any of those downstairs, thank God. Even though we did fumigate the building like I don't know 2 weeks ago at this point, maybe even 3, 4, a whole last month. I forgot. No wait. The place got fumigated after we came back from reading week, so yeah, around 2 weeks ago. But like all the way up until now, like we've been essentially seeing cockroaches crawling around while in the laundry room. It was very pleasant, to say the least. Ah yes, cockroaches. The flying ones are especially lovable, aren't they? The good news is they don't fly. The bad news is they were just big and gross, and yeah, I don't like cockroaches. But you know, I live up in the north, where it's freezing. Cockroaches don't tend to get big up here, I think. Or at least I hope that they don't get big up here. But yeah, I did see plenty of giant friends. And by giant I mean like they were about the length of a penny. They were about as long as the diameter of a penny, which I guess in terms of cockroaches is not very big. There are plenty of cockroaches elsewhere in the world that are even bigger. Like, I should know, I did take care of Madagascar hissing cockroaches for let's see, 2 whole years back when I did volunteer work. That was fun. To be honest, I'm not very afraid of Madagascar hissing cockroaches just because like I have been working with them for so long. It's just that, you know, they are kind of gross because man, I just don't like the way I just don't like how their food gets. I probably won't use these layers later, would I? Yeah. No, I won't. But, Madagascar hissing cockroaches are all right in my book. It's just that their food gets kind of gross after you leave it out for a long time. Which was essentially what I would come back to every single time. Like, I would volunteer on Wednesdays back then, and, essentially, I'd have to, like, swap out their food during those days, and, like, we'd leave them out for the cockroaches to eat, like, for days at a time, and it was just gross and slimy, and yeah, nobody liked caring for the cockroaches, but, you know, they were at least somewhat harmless. They do hiss if you tap on them, though, as sort of like a defense mechanism. If, like, say, a bird or something came and tried to eat them, they'd start hissing, and, like, you know, it would be like, oh no, is there a snake nearby? No, it's just the roach trying to escape with its life. And, you know what? In a weird way, they are kind of cute. But, you know, then there's the house roaches. I don't like those. But anyway, like, I didn't see any of those friends when I was down there today. Nah, instead, what I saw was a very unruly dryer that ate $2 whole of mine when I went to try and do my laundry. It literally took the coins, and, you know, usually when your coins aren't, like, good and stuff, they spit it back out. Nah, not this one. It just ate them. And, like, gave me a weird-ass noise. It was like, you know, no, your coins are not good. Swap them for different ones. But, you know, it didn't refund them to me. Scanned by the dryer. Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, I'm not in that good of a mood right now. And given the fact that I'm somewhat sleep deprived because my roommate was up until 5 a.m. last night on a Discord call for some god-awful reason. Sorry, I had to, like, get up real close to the microphone to say that because, you know, she's right next door. I don't want her to hear that. You know? But, like, seriously, she would go on these Discord calls with, like, her internet buddies for, like, hours and stuff, and, like, I told her, hey, I'm going to sleep soon, can you pipe it down? Nah, she continued talking as if everything was, you know, as if I didn't say a thing, for fuck's sake. So, you know, I'm kind of cranky from that. But kind of, I mean very. Release the hissing cockroaches on her. I wish. Nah. Instead, our building has a pretty strict no pets policy. Well, not no pets policy. It's more or less no unconventional pets. So, like, you know, only cats or dogs or something. I don't know. Technically, there is no pet policy, but, like, apparently our laws state that, you know, if you do get a pet, like, during your stay, they can't kick you out for it. So I guess that's why a lot of people have, like, pets that live here. yeah, I do see people like walking their dogs and stuff, even though technically on our lease it says, you know, no pets allowed. So yeah. Either way, hissing cockroaches probably aren't my first, That sucks though. I hope it doesn't happen too often. She does it basically every day. And you know, normally I wouldn't be complaining because like, you know, she talks during like, you know, normal hours in the night. Nah. But the thing is like lately it has been getting to like, you know, the ungodly hours. And like, sure, it isn't that much of a problem now. It will be a problem next semester because I have a lab at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesdays, and that means I have to get up at like 7 a.m. in order to make it to those. And like, if she's gonna be keeping me up that late, like, there's gonna be some problems because it's just not safe for me to handle dangerous chemicals at like, you know, 8 in the morning while like being incredibly sleep deprived. Like, it is a genuine safety issue. Which is why like I'm honestly being such an ass about it. Oh yeah, and I also found out that last night she broke my spoon. But that's kind of a minor issue. It's cheap, but she didn't tell me, and yeah. Kinda pissed about that. Rip spoon indeed. Like, literally, the handle snapped in half, and I was like, the fuck? This wasn't like this last night. When I put it in the sink and got too lazy to rinse it out. And I thought, you know, might as well just wash it with my morning coffee cup. And I guess that was a mistake. But it's like, you know, $2 or something to replace. How's your day been going, though? Like, aside from my own complaints. Otherwise, because, like, otherwise I don't really have much to say because, like, these past few days I've been essentially trying to crunch a paper. But you know, it really is a lot of like really dry science, so I don't know if anybody actually wants to listen to that. Yeah. But the good news is I'm actually very close to being done. I just need to write the conclusion. And then send it to my ex, who is willing to review it for me. My morning's been good so far. I got back from breakfast a while back. Ooh, what'd you have for breakfast? I'm not that much of a breakfast person, but you know, that's gotta change. I don't want to faint in lab. But usually for breakfast, like, all I have is like a cup of coffee with like milk and sugar. Coffee with milk and sugar, and occasionally I'll have cereal if I can remember to, which I don't usually, because I currently have a thing of granola cereal that has yet to be opened, despite me buying it like when the semester started. I had some eggs, a spinach and coconut smoothie, and a side of chashal of all things. Ooh, nice. Well, maybe not the coconut stuff. I don't think I've said this before, but I really hate coconut. Like, well, the reason why I hate coconut is because, like, I once drank too much of it, and, well, it came back up, and, like, ever since then, I've just, like, had a really, like, intense aversion to coconut flavored things. Like, maybe I can stand a pina colada or something, but, like, overall, like, if I was given a choice of coconut or no coconut, I usually pick, no coconut and stuff. I don't really like coconut flavored things. Which is going to be a problem if I ever decide to travel to Southeast Asia, but I am also somebody who is very allergic to mosquitoes, and also a mosquito magnet. I think that's a more pressing reason as to why I won't be visiting anywhere tropical, or at least try to avoid visiting anywhere tropical. Like, this is kind of gross, but like when I say I'm allergic to mosquitoes, I mean my bites swell up to the size of like clementines and stuff. It's really itchy, and I've begged my mom to like please let me take antihistamines for it. She keeps on telling me to suffer, so yeah. Like, the best way to avoid it is, I guess, to not be bitten in the first place. Oh, hi Jim. How are you? We're talking about my hatred of coconut flavored things, and also why I probably won't ever travel anywhere to anywhere in Southeast Asia. But yeah, like, even without the mosquito issue, like, because of how much coconut flavored things there are, I probably won't go. You're entitled to your wrong opinion about coconut. Okay, but like, hear me out. The reason why I don't like coconut this much is because, like, I used to love coconut, but then I threw up after drinking too much coconut milk, and like ever since then, like I can never have like coconut stuff again. And yeah. That's the reason why. That and like shrimp is like another big one that I don't have nowadays, because I got food poisoning once from some questionable shrimp in Granada in Spain back when I was in like I think it was like before university actually. Shrimp too? Oh no. Yeah, like, I mean, I've managed to work past the shrimp because like it was so recent and stuff, and like I don't know, I've been able to rationalize it more, but like because the coconut aversion has been there ever since I was like a young child, like that one's gonna take a lot more work to like get through. In my experience, aversion to a food because it made you sick only lasts until the next food that makes you sick, then it overwrites. Oh, I see. Maybe I'll try some coconut flavored things again. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Okay. This one is done and ready for export. Time to merge them all together. I once got food poisoning from McDonald's chicken and didn't eat their chicken for many years. Only ever ate their fries. Oh, I don't eat McDonald's chicken for other reasons. Like, oh man, I totally forgot. I have so many tabs open on Google. Hang on. Let me. Theoretically, this shouldn't be lagging this much, but well, whatever. Oh yeah, speaking of lag, I actually have great news for everybody. Because I actually, well, this is great news for me on like two parts. I got myself into a project. A project in a lab. So this is very exciting. Let's see, view rewards, emotes. Okay. Come on, load. But yeah, a lab accepted me, and like essentially now I'm gonna be working on fabricating a planar coil winder, which if people who don't know what a planar coil is literally just like a wire coil, but like a flat spiral, kind of like what's on like those electric induction stoves, basically. Except the wire is stupidly thin. It's like if you take a hair from your head, that's like about as thin as like the copper wire is. And the poor grad students in that lab before like I shot my proposal, they've been winding those coils by hand, and hopefully if my winder project succeeds, they will no longer have to do it by hand. It's just gonna be sort of automated. All they have to do is like load the wire in and then turn on the motor, and like it'll spin by itself and like create a perfect coil every time. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Another emoji added. Congrats. I have no idea what that is. Yikes. Yeah. So like they've been having to wind those tiny little coils by hand, and by tiny I mean like those regular number 2 erasers that you see in schools, like the yellow pencils and like the pink erasers on top that, like, you know, if you leave them out for too long they petrify. Those erasers, yeah, that's how big a single coil is, and like the wire is like, you know, hair thin essentially. Like it's an entire mess to wind essentially. Hang on, I forgot I was still wearing my keys around my neck. There, now you guys should no longer have like, you know, little jingly ASMR back in the background. Sorry about that. Anyway, other than that, yeah, that's gonna be my project, and like, because good work, hope the proposal works out for you in the lab. Yeah. But because of that, I'm gonna be needing to do a lot of 3D modeling, and as you guys know, like, you know, MacBook bad. I've told my parents about this, and they're like, oh yeah, now that, like, you know, you actually have to do this project and stuff, and like you'll probably actually need the computing power, we're giving you a computer back. So like, you know, yeah, next year when I come back, like, you guys will no longer have to suffer with me. Yeah, I'll hopefully be able to stream like some stuff that like I would be like, you know, absolutely terrified of showing on the MacBook, because of like, you know, how much it might lag and stuff, or like even crash. So yeah, hopefully next year I'll be able to do a Vroid messing around stream. Maybe also just like, you know, Blender, CAD, like, you know, that sort of messing around stuff. Stream a few more resource intensive games. Let's see. Could do Hollow Knight. After we finish Pokemon. Actually, now that I'm getting my computer back, I should probably hold off on the Pokemon until the new year. Just because, you know, save file transfer is an absolute pain in the ass. Ooh, nice. What games are you planning to stream? Like, yeah, besides Hollow Knight and Pokemon, which, you know, computer will most likely be able to handle that. There are also quite a few Windows exclusive games in my Steam library as well. Like, I know that Kerbal Space Program is like Mac compatible as well, but because it is like a lot of like pretty physics heavy and stuff, it'll probably lag to shit on the MacBook with OBS running as well. So like, you know, kind of on Kerbal Space Program as well. That one's really fun. I guess that will also be a part of my lecture series. Because fun fact, the reason why I want to stream Kerbal Space Program is because I used to do a lot of rocket science back when I was in high school. Like, I was even like a part of like our whole like rocketry team and everything. And because back in the States, there's like this whole rocketry competition that goes on every year. My last year of high school, our team actually managed to get into nationals, which is like top 100 teams in the country all go ahead and, you know, compete there. And yeah, we actually placed 48th out of 100. And well, unfortunately the winners were like this one middle school from like Michigan or something. I don't know, but I forgot where they're from, but like, you know, it's the middle school that wins every year and goes on to Worlds. But we did do best in state, so we basically beat out every other team that made it to finals as well from our state. So that was very exciting. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to like, you know, share with you guys like my knowledge from that, because it's honestly really fun. And like, you know, it won't be like anything like a formal lecture, kind of like what happened with Niche, but like because this is not exactly a strategy game, I will hopefully be able to explain like everything further and also meme around and show you what happens when you don't follow the rules. Like, oh man, you guys know how nose cones are supposed to be pointy, right? Yeah, there are many modes of pointy nose cones, and like hopefully Kerbal will have like everything there so I can show you like the benefits of like every single one and like why some are like more efficient than others. And I will also be able to show you guys the best nose cone of them all. The blunt nose cone. I expect that one to fail spectacularly, and I think you will all enjoy that as well. But yeah. Fun fact, the only reason why like I did want to get Kerbal Space Program in the first place, after forgetting that it existed for like God knows how long, is because it was actually on sale on Humble Bundle. So I was like, you know, maybe I should grab it. And then I looked at the bundle and was like, oh man, the one game bundle does not include this. Shit. And I can't even choose it. The blunt one, huh? Who knows? Maybe the entire thing will just be meme rockets. I think it'll be fun. And everybody will walk out with brains bigger than they walked in. Hopefully. Speaking of rocketry, like, you guys can actually do it yourselves if you want. Though, be warned, it is kind of an expensive hobby. But, like, there are commercial kits available for rocket construction. Just, like, you know, be aware of, like, the regulations and stuff and, like, research that first. You don't need to, like, have any certifications in order to, launch up to, like, a certain grade of motor, but after that, you have to, like, actually be certified by one of the two big rocketry clubs in the nation. I don't know if you have to have, like, certification in order to launch the small boys, but just to be safe, maybe look into shelling out the money for that. Yeah. By the way, it's very fun. You get to see stuff go boom, and you get to brag that, like, you know, you're amateur NASA. Okay, where is this supposed to go again? Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, another game that, like, I've been meaning to stream is 1-Bit Heart, which I got, like, a while ago on Steam. It's Windows only because it's made by, like, I think Wolf RPG Maker or something. Either way, like, you know, it's new enough that Easy RPG Maker, the engine that I use to play Wada no Hara, it does not work, and, well, current releases of Mac are not supported by stuff like Wine Bottler and Wineskin, so yeah, that was gonna be a problem until now it isn't, so hopefully we'll also be able to stream that. What else? KFC Dating Sim was already done with Toasty, so that's out of the question. KFC Dating Sim. Oh yeah, I can finally stream Genshin and Honkai. I can't wait. Because, especially for Honkai, like, I absolutely adore that game. Genshin's alright. I appreciate it from a technical standpoint, but, like, from like a writing sort of standpoint, I actually prefer Honkai a lot more. Maybe I'll make a new account just for that, so I can show you guys all the story. How am I enjoying 5.3 so far? Oh, I absolutely love it. Especially the addition of Senti in Elysian Realm. Oh man. Oh man. I'm having fun bonking the shit out of the enemies. Even if like, you know, she is apparently not as good as Mobius or anybody else supposedly for 140D or something, but I don't care. I'm already struggling to get past 70D with the supposed Metavolks. She broke Elysian Realm, oh mayo. I mean, it's Senti. It's Senti. If she didn't break it, I'd be pissed. I love her. But I did hear that Twilight Paladin is a bit underwhelming. And as for Carol, I don't know. I haven't tried anybody other than other than Senti, because gotta do the Anger Bird first. I'm ashamed to say that I have way too much Hersher of Sentience merch. I purposely got the birthday box. And also, which means like, I have the pin and also one whole chicken keychain. And also like I got a separate Senti keychain. So lots of chicken merch. Good choice. Yes. And as far as Genshin goes, I mean, I haven't been playing it much because I am forced to play it on phone, and mobile Genshin controls are absolutely awful. Yeah. Technically, I can play it on Mac through Boot Camp, but like, why? I'd have to restart my entire computer to do that. It's too much of a hassle. Oh wait, no. No. Okay, yeah, this is ready. I'm personally enjoying Big Bronya thus far. Can't wait to see more of the story moving forward. Oh yes, Bronya. Even though 5.3 has just arrived, 5.4 can't arrive soon enough. Especially since we're nearing Otto's mega simp plan coming to fruition. So I mean, for people who don't know what we're talking about, please just play Honkai. You will not regret it. Otto the Prime Simp. But anyway, like for the reason why we're calling Otto a simp is because he'll literally 90% of Honkai's plot is because Otto Apocalypse simps for this one dead girl who he's trying to bring back to life. That's it. This one dead girl who probably doesn't even love him back, which is the issue. Though I mean, if you guys can't wait, I know that Finana, or however you pronounce her name, Fish Girl from Niji En. She's playing through Honkai right now on stream, so you guys might want to just like check out that backlog too if you guys are interested and like can't wait for me to do it myself. Transcends death in time for a slim chance at them sweet walls, indeed, deserving the title of Primus Zimpus. No, not just that title. He deserves the title of a Herrscher Simp. He is the 14th Herrscher. It's not Herrscher of the End, it's Herrscher Simp. In his pursuit of Kallen, he will end the entire world if necessary. If he can't have Kallen, nobody will. And by nobody, he means nothing can exist. Wielder of the liberal Simpus. But yeah, please play Honkai. It's a very good game. And the CGI is amazing. It's maybe the only game that like I'll happily spend money on just because like I enjoy the work that much and I want the devs to have the funding to continue to make those animated shorts. Like, I know that there was, like, a huge trend of, Genshin streamers just, like, watching reaction videos of, Honkai cutscenes. The cutscenes get so much better when you know the context behind them. Anyway, that's enough of me, praising Honkai. Let's see what to talk about now. Well, can't wait for the Honkai streams when you get your PC back. Yes. Yes. Oh, right. The reason why, like, this whole thing has, like, started is because, like, we were talking about games and stuff, right? So, like, aside from the ones I named that, like, I would like to stream, what would you guys like to see? Because, my game library is not that big. Because, one, like, I don't know, I didn't play much games as a kid because my parents were like, oh no, you need to study. You can only have games during, like, you know, vacations and, vacations in summer, so I never really had that many video games and stuff. That, and also just, like, I don't know. That, and I'm also, like, too busy to play a lot of games now. which is why like I don't really buy that many games. So like if anybody has any suggestions, like please feel free to tell me. I like role-playing games. Maybe I'll do some puzzle games as well. Oh right. I also did download Helltaker, so I can probably like shoot that up one of these days as well, if anybody's interested. Even though like, you know, it's a game that's been around since last year or something. Technically an old indie game by like, you know, today's standards anyway. Nah. Huh, Helltaker's amusing. I know I did complete it by myself last summer, but you know, I forgot the solution to everything, so it'll be interesting. Afterwards, we can probably read the comics as well, because they contain a fair amount of lore within, like, the game, actually. Man, I'm tired. Lore. Not to spoil anything, but like, I mean, if you read on the later comics, you'll notice that, you know, something's been happening to Asmodeus. Something related to the chapter released this April as like a whole first anniversary celebration to the game. Demons are hot, pancakes are delicious. Ha, awesome. Hell has waifus ain't so bad down here. Oh yeah, speaking of hell, like, you know, I was talking with some people about like fanfiction and stuff, and like people were like basically like, you know, I'm fans with some pretty well known fanfiction writers for this one particular Genshin ship. If you guys know on Twitter, you'll know I talk to some of them fairly often, even though I don't really involve myself in that fandom, because, you know, children scary. No, like genuinely, I find a lot of kids these days to actually be very scary online. Like, it's always like walking on eggshells when you're talking to them, which is why, like, you know, I don't like interacting with the Genshin fandom, because so many of their fans are like so young. And like their whole mindset too. It's either, you know, you're either with us or you're against us, that kind of thing. Like, it really scares me, to be honest. Yeah, I hear that. But now I was talking with one of my friends who's like a pretty well-known fanfiction writer for a particular ship that, you know, gets shit on a lot by the youngins. She was saying, like, you know, people are complaining about how, like, you know, how they were saying, like, you know, the two characters would never get together and stuff, that she's, like, you know, bending canon and stuff, and, like, whatnot, stop trying to push your own like interpretation into canon. Like I was like, I mean, isn't that exactly what a certain salty Florentine man did with his own self-insert Bible fanfiction? You guys know what book I'm talking about, right? But yeah, it honestly amuses me how prevalent that interpretation of hell has become. Despite like, the Bible itself never mentions it. It is literally a product of Dante's Inferno being like, going from fanfiction to like actually canon. It's pretty weird though. People like things that are cool, that look cool. Yeah, and honestly, I'd have to say, his whole like, his whole interpretation of hell really does breed fear, strike fear in the hearts of those. It really does strike fear in people's hearts. It's effective for what it is. Don't underestimate how much Durer's 15th century illustrations of Revelations have to do with that popularization as well. I'll have to look into that. I will have to look into that. Not too big on art history and stuff, but yeah, it certainly sounds interesting. I'm in. Man, honestly, I feel like I don't have that much to say today. Probably because I am so wiped from school. Like, it's that point in the semester where you kind of just stop caring and you want to be done, but, the final still has yet to come and you still have to study, but at the same time, like, no matter how hard you push yourself, it's just like, why bother? It's almost the end. Free me. No, that all happened because the good Christians of the 1490s thought that the world would end in the year 1500 because it's a nice round number. We would never be so dumb, of course. Not with the year 2000 or anything like that. Haha, nope. And certainly not the year 2012 because one calendar from the ancient Mayans ran out of space on their giant stone calendar. Haha, nope, definitely not. But my Mayan calendar. Good luck with finals. Thank you. I am so close to being done, I can smell it. When's the last day of finals for you? I only have 3 final exams, actually, despite taking 4 courses, because because one of the finals I have is like, oh no, that's the wrong brush. One of the finals I have is actually a paper, so that is due this Tuesday. Or wait, no, not this Tuesday, this Wednesday, which is very fun. The good news is I'm very close to being done on that one as well. I just need to send it to my reviewer after finishing the conclusion. Then I have, like, you know, exams essentially interspersed between the 2 weeks and stuff, and I finish on the 20th. Some people are unfortunate enough to finish on the last day of the semester, which is the 22nd. Ouch. I'm very glad I'm not one of those people. But yeah, the 22nd is when the 20th is when I finish, and I go back home on the 21st. Though, given the current situation with the new emerging variant, I do not know how likely that will be. Hopefully I will be able to go home because I have no excuse. I just miss being able to lie in my own bed and be as lazy as I want. Lazy and irresponsible. Oh, and also we're going to be going on vacation to somewhere warm, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Not even just, like, you know, going to theme parks and whatnot. I just want to lie on the beach and do nothing and soak up the sun, especially since, like, you know, there is like no sun up here where I live in the winter. So, you know, seasonal depression really be hitting starting, like, you know, now. But yeah, I really need my sun. Come to Southeast Asia, it's eternal summer here. You'd have to fight off mosquitoes though. I think I'll pass. If I were to go anywhere warm, if I were to live in anywhere warm, I'd probably live in, like, somewhere, like, say, Arizona or something, where it's, like, desert, dry heat, because, like, I don't know, I'm somebody who can't really tolerate moist heat as well, and not to mention, you know, where there's moisture, there's a shit ton of mosquitoes, and y'all know my problem with mosquitoes, so, yeah, I think I'm better off moving somewhere like Arizona where it's sunny and dry and hot, but, like, you know, you don't have to worry about mosquitoes biting your face off. Yes, moisture is eternal here too. Yeah, not to mention, like, I did spend one summer in Florida because of, like, an art school camp thing, and, man, on the hottest day of camp that year, they took us to the museum nearby, and I almost walked away with heat stroke, which is not fun at all. Being a pasty northerner. Okay, hair is done. Oh yeah, another thing. Speaking of, like, you know, warmth and stuff, my apartment building actually had the hot water break I think it was like on Wednesday, the hot water pump in the building broke, so we were out of hot water for 3 days. It only came back yesterday. Yeah. Considering the fact that it is currently the middle of winter and absolutely freezing, you can imagine how fun those past 2 days were. Showers must have been an ordeal. Yeah, like, essentially my roommate and I had to resort to taking, like, those traditional, like, bucket baths, where, like, one of us would just heat up water on the stove for the other person and just, like, you know, constantly vary it back and forth. We didn't use, like, you know, the pot or a pot and, like, carry that around or anything. We just used, like, the hot water kettle, but, like, even so, it was like, you know, oh man. Oh man. It was very interesting. Yikes. Yeah, and like, you know, even just like washing dishes and washing your hands and stuff, like, towards the end, I was like, you know, if things didn't go, if the pump doesn't work on Friday, like, I was thinking of just like running across the street to I was essentially thinking of just going to the university's like athletic center to shower instead. It was that cold and that bad. And honestly, maybe I should have done that earlier. So you based each other, I see. Nah, we did not. We just ran back and forth from the kitchen to the bathroom with like the hot water. We did not pour it on each other though. Because the water that we carried is boiling, so like, you know, essentially we had to mix it with cold water until it was like, you know, the desired temperature, which did not take that much cold water because it was like, you know, ice cold, like 2 steps away from becoming an icicle. Icicle. God, my throat is hurting. But yeah, thanks to that, I have a newfound appreciation for hot water boilers and stuff. I don't ever want to have to go through that again. I don't think the vast majority of the white needs any shading. Just because it's so small, nobody will see it. Okay. Might as well just delete this. And add another layer. Create the white outline. By the way, if anybody wants to test, like, and see if the current emojis are, like, the new emojis are working, please go ahead. Export single layer. PNG. Good job. Ah, yes. It's looking wonderful. Honestly, I think my favorite one is still probably has to be the rage one or the dead one. Oh man, I'm so fucking tired. There we go. New one uploaded. Admittedly, these look a lot better on Discord than on Twitch. Probably because it does appear bigger on Discord than, like, you know, here. Oh no, am I developing stress hives again? Oh dear. You kind of have to squint. You kind of have to squint to see it from my location, but then again, it's also because, like, I have OBS operating on the smaller monitor, and by smaller monitor I mean on the MacBook screen. So yeah, it kind of looks like it's made for ants, but you can kind of get the gist of it, which is good. After I'm done with this, that makes 6 emotes, which means I need 3 more. Anybody got any suggestions for, like, the remaining 3? Please just, like, send them in below. Yeah, I have no idea what else to add. In the meantime, I will automatically unshrimpify myself. Back straightened. Perhaps your own rendition of a peak emote. That's a good one. Oh man. Why am I yawning so much? It's probably my lack of caffeine catching up to me. I didn't drink any coffee earlier today because I got up at, like, what? 4 today? Ah, yes. Pain. No, wait, isn't pain technically this one? Isn't pain technically this one? True, you already have one. Yeah. Oh yeah, not to mention on top of emojis, I should also like work on some actual like subscriber badges and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, you know, the only ones I find that look good are like pixel-based ones, and I am bad at pixel art. Oh yes, the zoom eyes. That could also work. At the same time, I wouldn't know how to format it. Man, I'm crashing. Let me see what else is an option. Global, holiday tree, votes, blah blah blah, squid. Also, have you tried a gacha called Blue Archive? I have heard of it. I have not tried it. I've decided that I'm gonna be limiting my gacha games to Honkai Genshin and Senno Alice. Just those three. Too much gacha is not good for you. No, maybe I'll consider picking it up because I heard that the Live2D that work that they do in that game is actually pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up just to like study the animations in there. And cry if somebody data mines textures and it results in a mess. Oh yes, I play it solely for the Live2Ds. Oh man, gameplay is secondary. Yeah, but honestly, what I'm more interested in is like seeing the Live2D animation, and also just like if anybody has managed to data mine the textures and stuff, because like, you know, reverse engineering it might be fun practice. The issue is, oh man, I thought about doing this for another game called Tears of Themis, which like I believe I do occasionally stream like my content creator obligations for that. Yes, I did sign up for that in August of this year, and it is somewhat shameful of me. It is kind of shameful for me. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, free stuff in game, yay. But anyway, I talked about like wanting to reverse engineer the Live2D models from that game, except somebody did actually manage to data mine the textures for that, and oh man, were they a mess? Like I don't know if it's just MiHoYo being bad at optimization or anything, but like, or like, you know, it is a way to like lighten up the load for the Live2D models and stuff, but like, instead of meshing meshing all the parts, like how I have my model set, like everything is like every single part is like separated and like rigged to move and stuff. Whereas for Tears of MS, oh my god, they have like all the parts separated and everything, but then they have multiples. And it's just every single time a part moves, it literally is just like frame animation for it to like transition. It's just like, boy, I think I'm gonna I think I regret saying that I want to reverse engineer the model, because I do not want to like individually handle those frames and like piece them together, like, you know, which part should be going where in this animation and whatnot, especially the eyes. Oh my god, the eyes have like, I think, what, there's 50 separated eye parts in the entire texture file and stuff, and I don't want to bother with that. I don't. If of course, like, you know, 10 of them are like the iris, it's just like 50? Oof. I know, it's like, you open up the texture, it's just like, you know, okay, here's the body, here's the hand, okay, where they're like, you know, more than 5 fingers, I don't know, but I guess. And then every other space is like filled with an eye part, and it's just like, boy, the fuck are you doing, MiHoYo? Okay, now just switch to other stuff. Would you like to see a sample of their archives at Live2D's? They're pretty cultured. Sure, I guess. Let's see, let me open up something else. Live2D models, okay, let me open up this one just so I have a reference of how I did the bangs. Okay. Let's see, what have they got here? Damn, the animation's actually really good. Damn, I'm actually really impressed. Like, the tracking and stuff is really smooth, and, the physics and stuff, how, like, they react with, like, the head bobs and stuff, like, damn, those are looking great. I wish someday I could rig like that. Yeah, they're the main selling point of the game. The art is pretty top notch. Yeah, like, damn. The animators they hired, like, I wish I could be like that. But at the same time, just looking at the artwork and it's just like, I can tell exactly what kind of audience this is aimed towards. Exactly what kind of audience. Oh god, this stuff is lagging again. They have specifically geared Live2D to fetishes of all kinds, haha. Yeah. Like I said, I can tell exactly what kind of audience this is geared towards. But damn, I want my physics to be buttery smooth like that. Buttery smooth physics. This part should be erased and redone. I do not like this bang. Okay, this is looking slightly better now. Slightly better, I'll take it. Yes. Unshrimpify once more. Spine has been unshrimpified. And live another day without back pain. Okay, where is... I feel like the left pupil is a bit too oblong. Let's see. There we go. That's a bit better looking. There we go. I think that's good enough to start lining with. Now it is 10 minutes till 11, and I have to head off then. I'm also really tired, so I'm thinking of just ending things early now. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Because I'm really tired, so I don't really have anything to say. It's like my brain at the beginning of this, you know, it was alright, and now it's just turned into mush. Maybe kind of like a jellyfish, I don't know. Jellyfish technically don't even have brains in the first place, it's just a net of neurons. A piss poor excuse for a brain or something. Either way, yeah, I'm really tired, and I still have a paper to finish, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. We got through 2 emojis, so that's still progress here. You should get some rest. Give that jellyfish brain rest. Yeah. I also need to finish up my paper and stuff, and like, you know, send it to my reviewer ASAP, just so I can get out of my hair. And then whenever I get back, I got it edited and stuff, and then just like, you know, send it to my professor and like actually have it graded. So that'll be fun. I mean that very sarcastically. I the entire department supposedly gives us guidance on how to write review articles, but nah, they never did. They never did. So most of us are just writing this article blind. I know I am. And yeah, so I still have to get that done tonight, and after that I plan on collapsing early and just sleeping until, you know, tomorrow, and then work on some other stuff like studying for my next exam. So with that, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Make sure to wear your masks, wash your hands, sanitize often, listen to your public health officials. Thanks for the stream. Good luck on your paper and have a good rest, yo. Thank you. Listen to your public health officials. Get vaccinated if you haven't. Get your boosters if you're eligible. And yeah, stay safe out there. Good work so far. Yes. Stay safe out there. Yeah. And good night.